Okay, I want to talk about this expression, don't talk about it, be about it. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about what it means to be about something. So, so some people might say something like, well, I can remember one guy said to me, um, we were talking about, oh, this is a good city to make money, right? And he said, oh, I'm not about that money making thing. So when we say I'm about something, means I'm not interested in that, and that's not part of my goal, right? Um, it means, yeah, to be part of what your identity is. So one guy I know, he was all about fish, freshwater fish. He was interested in freshwater fish. I don't know why. They used to call him Catfish Tim because he was just interested in that kind of freshwater fish and trying to make good environment for them and trying to get a job working in that industry. So he was all about freshwater fish. I know that's funny, but so some people might say, "Oh, I'm all about outdoor sports," right? Or I'm not. You can say I'm not about the outdoors. I'm not about the outdoor life. Or some people might say I'm not about going to clubs. I'm not about breathing smoke or something like that. So what you're about is what you like or what you are interested in. So, um, so what, or it could be like what you do. So now, this expression, don't talk about it, be about it, is a kind of motivational uh, kind of thing, but it's also, how can I say, a lot of people might say, oh, there's basically two different meanings. One is, teaching by example here. Let's say there's a guy who is always talking about we need to do something to help the homeless. And isn't it sad uh, what's happening with the homeless? And you know, I feel sorry for the homeless people, and he's always talking about it, right? And then there's another guy or girl, let's say, that let's just say it's a girl, just to be fair here. Okay, let's just say there's a girl, and she doesn't talk about it, but she on her weekends she volunteers her time, and she goes down and she takes money that she worked doing her part-time job, and she goes down to the where the homeless people live, and she hands out stuff, and then she heads out of there. And none of her friends know she does it, right? And she doesn't talk about it in her classes, and she never puts it on. She doesn't put it on her resume. You could say that she doesn't talk about it. She is about it, right? And so, or somebody said, "Oh, I didn't know you did that. All this time I've known you, you know, I didn't know that you help the homeless." And she goes, "Well, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I just don't talk about it." And I noticed this. I got my hands here, and the screen's shaking a little bit. I'll have to fix that. I changed my location uh, because I was out in the center of my room. Like I had my like studio in the center of my living room, so it was like I had wires and stuff going everywhere, and I didn't. So I moved over near the window so I can see out the window, and I got a nice view of the city here. So, um, but anyway, uh, so let's say for example, it so you're talking about another person, right? And you're talking about Mary. Mary goes secretly and she goes down. She helps homeless people. And then somebody said, "Oh, I, uh, I saw you down there near the train tracks. What were you doing down there?" "Oh, I just hand out some food out there every Sunday. Really, I didn't know that. And then so two people are talking about Mary, and they said, "Yeah, I didn't know that. And somebody said, oh yeah, she's been doing that for years. I heard. Well, she never talks about it. And then somebody says, well, no, she doesn't talk about it. She is about it. She doesn't talk about it. She is about it. She is about it. Okay. So, okay, here's another. Okay, so um, here's another example, little bit different meaning. So let's say, for example, I subscribe to this Facebook channel that's about YouTubers, right? New YouTubers. And they're always giving each other advice. And one person was talking about like, oh, I still can't decide a topic, and I can't get started because I need to buy this equipment, and I don't know if I'm doing some analysis to see if it's going to work. What do you think about? And then somebody in the comments said, don't talk about it, be about it. Just start making some videos. Get your first video made, right? And so it's a kind of a way to like tell somebody to get started and don't analyze it too much. I think I might have done a video called analysis paralysis, which means that people think too much and then they don't take action. So don't talk about it, be about it means to get away from your analysis paralysis and to start taking action. Okay. So let's say, for example, I've got some students who will talk to me and they say, I really, really want to learn English and I want to, get better and because I want to study abroad. And then those students they might skip class, or they don't do their homework or something like that. But they talk a lot. They talk about how they think that that's going to change my mind. I think about when I give their grade. Oh, he's got a good attitude or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. But and I have other students who don't talk about it. They are about it. They do. They've got their secret stash of these word cards and stuff like that, and they do extra on their homework, and they're just quietly sitting there, right? And I see them, right? But they don't make a big show. They don't talk about it. They are about it, right? And so I could say to that, let's say for example, a student, they didn't turn in their homework, and they say, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't turn in my homework, or I was late, but it was totally my mistake, but I'm going to be better in the future. And maybe it's the second time I've heard that story from the same student, and I might say something and go like, okay, well, you said that last time. Don't talk about it, be about it, right? You could say it like that. So, okay, so I might have some, hang on a second, I got to get some coffee here, all right? All right. So let's say if you're a salesman or a salesperson and you're having some fun with your client or your customer. Okay, this is great. So you're in a retail shop, and one of your customers comes in, and you can kid with your customers, and so they say something like, well, I need it. I definitely need that. I really like that, or I need that dress, or I need that new wallet. You can say something like, okay, man, well, don't talk about it, be about it. Come on. You could do it like that. So it's a useful and kind of cool expression. Okay, so I will talk to you on the next idiom.